Phil, tell me we got a new shop truck.
Dude, I wish. So
Looks pretty good.
yeah, it's a 2010. A buddy of mine dropped it off, asked us to look at a few things.
All right, well, hey, get out.
Yeah.
And we'll check it out.
It's not pretty.
Yeah, well, it looks pretty.
Where's
What's going on, guys? My name is Brian. That is Phil. Welcome back to the Dupli-Color Garage, to season 2 of Garage Boss. And it sounds like we got a new truck in the garage here, but unfortunately it's not ours. We have some work to do on it. What do we got?
Yeah, Brian, this thing's got some body rust, really typical for this year and age.
Yeah. And this area.
In the area, we have all the salt and
Right.
nasty stuff in the winter.
Yeah, pretty typical. Looks like some pretty nasty bubbling going on here.
Yeah, we got to do something to seal this off, take care of it so it doesn't keep spreading. And then I think I got an idea to maybe put some fender flares on here and cover it up.
Okay. So wait, body match, right? Body match?
Yeah, he wants it to match. He wants it the classic look, everything, so it doesn't look as aftermarket.
All right. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll take care of this rust here. We have some rust barrier. We'll do what we can to seal that off and prevent it from getting any worse. And then we're going to use our perfect match touch up. We're going to match the body color. We'll grab the color code off the door, get some color on those fender flares, and install them too, right?
Yeah, I think we can bolt them on and have this ready probably in a day.
All right. That sounds like a pretty big job, but I think we can handle it.
We got this.
All right, cool. We'll grab some product and see what we can do with this thing. All right, the fender flares came in. We have them all unwrapped, sitting here on the table, and they are bare plastic. So we're gonna go through how to prep these for paint. But before we do that, we need to make sure we have the right color paint to match the truck. We located the color code on the vehicle. It is WA926L, which is silver birch. We need to make sure that we have this color to be a perfect match once we put these fender flares on. Now, as far as prep work goes, being that they're bare plastic, we are going to go about sanding these. Now, we typically use a red scuff pad, but that's actually going to be too aggressive because it's plastic. That's typically meant for metal, aluminum, and so on. So we're going to go ahead and use a 600 grit paper, lightly sand them, then use our foaming prep cleaner, clean it off, then use our adhesion promoter to give that plastic some adhesion because it is a little bit hard to get paint to stick to plastic. Let that dry, shoot some color, and then the clear coat. So we have a lot to do, a lot of steps to go through, but we want to make sure that this matches that truck perfectly.
All right, well, I'll get sanding.
All right, let's do it. Prep is the most important part of any successful paint project, as all surfaces must be clean and sanded to create mechanical adhesion and a dull uniform surface for the coating to adhere to. After a light sanding with 600 grit paper, we clean the surface using our water-based multi-purpose foaming prep cleaner since we are working with plastic. Just spray on, wipe off, and let the surface dry. The use of adhesion promoter will provide an extra layer of adhesion over bare plastic for the perfect match system to bond to. Before applying, shake the can for 2 minutes and apply when temperatures are between 60 and 95 degrees Fahrenheit with low humidity. We decided not to use the filler primer in this case since we are working with an even black surface, which was ideal for the perfect match silver. Holding the can 6 to 8 inches from the surface, we applied 3 even coats until full coverage was achieved, allowing 10 minutes between each coat. We then followed the same application process with the perfect match clear coat with 3 even coats and 10 minutes between each coat. Finally, we let the fender flares dry overnight before assembling them back on the truck. Perfect match is ideal for repairing large damage areas, trim, and accessories. Phil, these fender flares look so good. I mean, the color matches perfectly.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. You would almost think these are OEM by the way things look.
I know, they fit great. But hey, the whole reason for this project really was to just kind of cover up a little bit of rust, but we got that taken care of as well with our rust barrier. We sanded it, sealed it up with the rust barrier. Things are looking good there. And then Phil went ahead and got these things prepped and ready for paint. What'd you do?
Yeah, we got these fender flares new out of the box, pulled them out of the plastic, gave them a good cleaning, sanded and prepped everything.
Yep.
And then started off with that adhesion promoter to get a nice good stick.
Yeah, I mean, bare plastic, you always want to go with the adhesion promoter. Now, we did not follow it up with the primer, but we do have primer as part of the overall perfect match system. But we didn't use it just because we had the adhesion promoter to give it that bite. And metallic colors actually work very well directly over black, these were black plastic. Then Phil finished it off with how many coats of the color?
About 3. Yeah, I
Three
did 3
coats?
coats.
Okay, and then finally, Phil finished off with the clear coat, which added that UV protection, high gloss finish. We have the protection, and you also need that clear coat to get that exact perfect match.
Yeah, and gives it that nice final shine to match the original.
Yeah, I mean, this looks fantastic. So, Phil, I mean, this was no easy task, right? It took about a day.
Yeah, 4 wheel wells, a lot of surface area, and a lot of paint.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of paint, but the color matches perfectly. Now, if you have damaged area on your vehicle, or if you want to accessorize it with fender flares or whatever you're doing, we got you covered with the perfect match system. Now, Dupli-Color is the only brand that has the OE approved color match, so you know you're going to have that exact match. Big or small, we got you covered. So if you want to be the boss of the projects in your own garage, Dupli-Color has you covered. If you want to find out more information about the products that we used here, visit duplicolor.com.